Morning, happy Friday. Man, this is gonna be a short one. Let me rephrase that. This is gonna be a short one, gentlemen. And it's just about calling women on their bullshit. Last night I was watching Love Connection, with a female friend of mine, and we was getting deep on the whole situation. The first one looked like they fell in love, and the second one, the girl had three dudes to choose from, and one dude was like, man, I want a batch that look good because I take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? Another dude, he looked like Thor. Another dude looked like he was an Uber driver, but he was a real sweet guy. And the chick I was watching it with, I automatically didn't like the dude that said he liked batches that look good. You know what I'm saying? I guess that messes with women's, their whole deal of, oh, women are beautiful. How dare you judge a woman? Even though they judge the hell out of us, but I digress. And then the dude that was like Thor, he was kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? But he was a little bit too conceited for her too. And then the other guy who looked like an Uber driver, he seemed to get along with the chick. So the funny part was that, the Thor dude, she left him basically at the little fun thing they was trying to do. She left him, you know what I'm saying, and just left the whole date. Like they was in a little get out room or something like that, and she got mad at him because he was spending time with the family that was there rather than gravitating towards her. So she decided to go ahead and break the rules and pulled out her cell phone, and you're not allowed to use your cell phone. So they kicked her out. And then she got mad because dude didn't leave with her. And so she was like, well, he left me, so I left him. She went home. And that was that one. So then after that, she goes with the other dude, and they go to a little comedy spot, get a little grub, whatever. And then, have a little dinner, and he steals a kiss, and she clowns him a little bit, talking about the kiss or whatever, but they like each other and they want to do it again. So then the other dude, I forgot where they went, but they went to the little spot, and she ended up liking him, and he wasn't making a move, so she kissed him, but found out he was a better kisser than the other guy. So when it comes out to the end, she basically picks the not the Uber driver, but the guy that wants the women to look good, because Thor gave her a 1, and the other dudes gave her like a 9 and an 8, which I found hilarious. But so then you got at the end, she picks dude, right? But then it's like who the audience picks. So when the audience picks somebody, you get like $10,000, to like they pick the dude. If you choose who the audience picks, then you get the $10,000 with the dude, or you can pick the guy that you really like and not pick any money. So, the girl I was watching it with was like, oh my God, she's gonna pick the wrong dude. She's gonna pick the money. You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking that too on some hypergamy. You know what I'm saying? But what turns out was she didn't pick the dude with the money. She didn't pick the money. She picked the dude. But then she got mad at the dude because I guess she seen some shit he did on Facebook and got mad at it, which was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, but that's what it was. So it's like they know what it is. They know what I just watched her see the whole situation, and she was convinced that girl was gonna pick the money. And that's what I'm saying. Is like females, they're convinced of their own BS. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you call them on it, it's like they get mad at you for calling them on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're ruining everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what it is. You ruining their ability to take advantage of you or take advantage of somebody else. Which is why they give bad advice, because the advice they give you is advice that's going to keep them able to manipulate men. You know what I'm saying? They never sit there and say, well, yeah, that bitch is fucking up. You need to watch out for her and women like her because, you know, she'll do this and X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? They never say anything like that because if they do, a wise man will say, well, how do you know that? You don't know her. Because the only way you would know that she's doing a thing is if you did it too. Or at least, okay, best case scenario, you had a friend who did something like that. And so, all right, that's where that's your frame of reference. That's where you know that behavior to be true. You know that that behavior leads to these actions. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. That's what men do. You know, when we see something happening, be like, hey, if you got a female cousin, watch out for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for that dude. He a dog. He gonna do this. He gonna do X, Y, and Z. You know, we will warn to the point where, yeah, we know this because we did it. We know this is gonna happen because I did it. You know, that's why if a woman ever tells you that there's a man that's gonna take care of her and her kids, that she's not fucking, we know that's a lie. Because we know that men don't take care of other men's children unless we're getting something out of it. And it's not a pat on the back and the key to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the vagina. You know? And women fail to realize that about men. That we know this about ourselves and we're not afraid to admit it. The problem is that they know things about themselves and they don't want to admit it because they know that once they admit it, the jig is up, at least with that dude, and then he's going to take the evidence and spread it to somebody else because that's gold. That's information. That's like, you know what I'm saying, Lord Baelish and Lord Varys on Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? It's some straight up, you know, real valuable information. You know? And so when you're dealing with chicks like that, situations like that, you always want to make sure that that, you know what I'm saying, you're open to the realization that you're dealing with a freaking whore, you know, or that she's lying to you because she's never gonna tell you. And then if you figure it out, she's gonna get mad, and not mad because you're calling her a whore, because that's the truth. But she's gonna be mad because you're messing it up for the next time. You're ruining everything. And that's what they do. They know what they do. Just like we know what we do. You know what I'm saying? The difference is that they don't admit it. You know? And once they start to admit it, that's when you know, things will get better for everybody. But they won't have the advantage anymore. So they're never gonna do it. They're gonna go out, man, they're gonna take secrets to their grave. You know what I'm saying? Unless they feel that the truth is gonna get them in a better situation. You know, they'll tell you the truth if they feel it's not going to affect them negatively, which is hilarious because, you know, the only way it doesn't affect them negatively is dealing with a simp. But 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what's going on. But I just wanted to drop a little bit of that on y'all and just, you know what I'm saying, because I'm just venting. Because, man, it's crazy. You know, all the stuff that I see and, you know, I'm able to observe and witness. And, you know, sort of chronicle, document. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Just wanted to drop this on y'all, a little short one. Or not so short, but just to walk around the block, over the river, through the woods, to PD Ice House we go. But, fellas, stay up, stay positive, be better today than you were yesterday. You know, go ahead and give me 50 push-ups, you know, a couple crunches, some dips, get your body right, man. Because as a utility, which we all are, because if we're not a utility for a woman, we definitely got to be a utility for ourselves. Am I lying? So as a utility for yourself, you know, because you got to make sure that your shit's working, your plumbing is acting right, you know. Keep doing that, brother. Stay up. And for anybody that disagrees, open your mouth and let me know how this dictate.